Chosen ones. Typically speaking, chosen ones are the black sheep or the outcast of the family. Valerie, talk to him.
Because black sheep don't blend in, they clarify contrast. They're the proof that the pattern's been broken, the reminder that the bloodline can evolve. When you're the outcast, you see angles others can't. You question what's called normal, you disrupt what's called tradition. And that's sacred work, even when it feels lonely. The family system casts you out because you refuse to carry its illusion any further. But exile becomes training, teaching you how to belong to truth instead of approval. You weren't born to fit in, you were born to fit through, to move energy, to make space for something new to grow.
Chosen ones, you didn't come here to fit in, you came here to fit out. I say all I have to say is that when you come into a family and they are passing down traditions that you know are matrix traditions, they're passing down norms, which you know that are matrix norms, that are here to keep you stuck to the matrix. You cannot fit into it. You know, they might love you, but they don't know how to love you because their love is more so attachment than love. They don't know how to love you. So because of that, you know, they have to love you from afar. You know, even if they don't end up creating any core wounds, but you end up sustaining wounds as far as being abandonment. That's why a lot of chosen ones have abandonment issues, because even though it's not like they abandon them intentionally, but just because they feel like they were never understood and they were consistently misunderstood. So here's the positive in that. The positive in that is that in order to have elevation, you have to have isolation. Because of that, now the fact that you saw that these traditions, you saw that these social norms were only things that were going to keep you stuck, you still have less work to do to be able to get back to source as far as having access to source. Because you don't have to then rewire your whole mind frame. You don't have to rewire your whole mental because it's clouded with a bunch of, you know, toxic or clouded with a bunch of matrix programming. You were able to see the programming since when you got here. So because you're able to see it and because it never really resonated with you, that's less work you have to do to get back to source. So yes, even though it was lonely, yes, even though you felt like you were ostracized, yes, maybe even because you felt like you were, you know, isolated, but that isolation helped you elevate. Even though it was something at the time you didn't know what you were going through, but then when you get back older in life and you get into 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, now you start to realize that